It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We are all the way back to March 19th, the year 2023, when the Nashville Predators were in New York to face off against the Rangers at Madison Square Garden. John Hines deploys his extremely depleted lines in the following way: Tomasino, Glass, and Duchesne, Sherwood, Novak, and Evangelista, Trennan, Sissons, and Smith, Afanaseyev, Jankowski, and McCarron make up your fourth line. Your defensive pairings are dramatically different due to the number of injuries. Barry and Fabro are now your top defensive pairing. Luzon and Gross, Gravel and Foote, and you will see Lankinen in net for the Nashville Predators. We are 158 into the game at Madison Square Garden, and Halak comes up with a save on Evangelista, plus the rebound follow-up by the Nashville Predators. 2:37 into the first period. It's Heedle's 20th goal of the season. Absolutely steps through the D off of the rush, beats Lankinen easily to give the New York Rangers a 1-0 lead over the Nashville Predators. 7:32 of the first period. It's Mika Zibanejad's 37th goal of the season. It's an easy weak side finish off of the feed from Panarin. The Rangers have a 2-0 lead at Madison Square Garden. We're 8:14 now into the first period, and it's Mott's 5th goal of the season. This is a one-timer off of a cross-zone feed, and the New York Rangers now a 3-0 lead at MSG, and they're absolutely dominating the play early in the first period. 9:30 of the first period. Barry's off the box, 2 minutes for hooking, but Kane is going to pick up a penalty, 2 minutes for interference. That'll lead to a 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 35 seconds. That's where Keandre Miller is going to cash in with his 7th goal of the season. Vincent Trocheck pass on the 2-on-1, perfectly placed, and the New York Rangers now have a 4-0 lead. That's when Lankinen is pulled. Saros is in 4 goals on 5 shots against. The Nashville Predators then pick up a penalty for too many men on the ice. This leads to a 4-on-3 power play scenario for the New York Rangers for 43 seconds with tons of wide open ice, and that much offensive talent did not take the Rangers long to cash in. It's Panarin's 23rd of the season. Just a simple wrist shot, waited for the traffic, timed it perfectly. UC Saros, do not believe ever saw this shot from Panarin. 5-0 in favor of the New York Rangers. We're at 13:36 now of the first period. It's Keandre Miller's 2nd goal of the period, his 8th goal of the season. It was a long wrist shot. Not sure if Saros ever saw this one as well. New York Rangers now hold a 6-0 lead at Madison Square Garden for the Nashville Predators. Thankfully, the first period comes to its conclusion. The New York Rangers outshoot Nashville in the first period, 12-6. So the Rangers have as many goals as the Nashville Predators have shots. We go to the clean sheet, and you can see a clearly decelerated New York Rangers team coming out for the second period. They just simply have downshifted with a 6-0 lead. At 4:39 of the second period, Halak comes up with a save on Glass. 5:35, Trocheck's off the box. 2 minutes for tripping. This is where Halak has his most significant sequence of the entire game. Comes up with a save on Novak, follows that up with a save on Glass, another save on Sissons, and one more before the end of the power play. At 9:02, shortly after that power play ends, Kreider picks up his 32nd goal of the season. It was the second rebound putback. Saros stopped the first 2 long shots, but the third one finds its way to the back of the net. Kreider's 32nd goal of the season. What great hands he has on rebound putbacks and opportunities. That gives the Rangers a 7-0 lead at Madison Square Garden. 9:19 into the second. Barry's off to the box again. 2 minutes for holding in this situation. Saros comes up with a save on Heedle plus Kakko's jam attempt at the post. Saros then comes up with a save on Keandre Miller's absolute bomb of a shot. 11:25. Saros comes with a save on Tarasenko. At 13:58, Saros comes up with a save on Miller's heavy shot yet again from the high slot. 16:49, Halak a save on Glass with the kick out. 19:40, Smith off the box, 2 minutes for interference. We hit the intermission with the Rangers out shooting the Predators 23-19. 1:40 carries over on the power play for the Rangers. Saros comes up with a save on Heedle during that carryover. 2:21 in the third. Saros a save on Lafreniere. 6:25. Saros a save on Fox. 6:55. Halak comes up with a save on Glass. It was the first shot on goal of the period for the Nashville Predators, coming almost 7 minutes in. This again is against a decelerating New York Rangers team. 9:20 of the third. Saros a save on Mikula. 12:42. Halak a save on McCarron. 13:04. Saros on Zibanejad. Then at 15:37, Saros on Mott. 17:37. Halak comes with a save on Afanaseyev. 18:45. You see Saros a save on Kakko, and one more at 19:51. A save on Mott. Shutout for the New York Rangers. 7-0 at Madison Square Garden, and the New York Rangers outshoot the Nashville Predators 34-22 in this game. The Nashville Predators were in this game for exactly 2 minutes and 37 seconds before being blitzkrieg and barnstormed off the ice at Madison Square Garden. Rarely have I seen this. The New York Rangers this weekend, 13 goals to sweep their home weekend series against the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Nashville Predators. The Penguins fighting for a playoff position, the Nashville Predators fighting for their playoff lives, and the New York Rangers not giving a damn about any of it. They went ahead and pounded both of their opponents. The New York Rangers are a team that has some offensive situations as of late, trying to figure out the right combinations, the right lines, the right lineup, the right pairings to put out there. And over this weekend, I think they might have cracked that nut and solved that problem. This was simply otherworldly dominance by the New York Rangers. They are a team that's on another level from the Nashville Predators at this point in time. Listen, if the Nashville Predators had come in here with Roman Josi and McDonough out there on the ice and Philip Forsberg out there on the ice, they could have perhaps made more of a game. But the New York Rangers right now are clearly tuning up for the playoffs. They're in a highly competitive division, highly competitive race, trying to get at the very least home ice advantage in the first round, possibly against the Devils or the Carolina Hurricanes. That is a very, very tight division. The Eastern Conference is some incredible hockey right now, and the Nashville Predators are simply not at that speed right now with all the injuries, all the players out, all the youth, and no matter how much enthusiasm you have, without the captain on the ice, without him out there to lead, and without your best player overall in the franchise history, it is going to be very difficult to beat. And the Nashville Predators didn't have a chance today at Madison Square Garden. Rarely do you have a relaxing afternoon as a New York Rangers fan at MSG, but today was one of those days where you could just kind of enjoy it. For the Preds, they fall 7-0 now off to Buffalo. That does it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We've got full analysis coming up next. We've got stats, we've got whatever the box score is, and we've got some opinions on some things, and we've got a special presentation and special commentary from Brian Baston to close out this episode of the Renegades of Puck podcast. We're coming right back.